In this section, we are going to see how to select the right model for a forecasting job, given the data and the problem. We will revisit machine learning in greater depth in each of the modules in this course. For now, just remember that we want to teach the computer using examples, not with rules. Any business application where you have those long switch or case statements or if then else logic manually coded and you have a history of good labeled data is a possible application for machine learning. So if you have a structured data set that you think is a good use case for machine learning, the next step is to find a model type that is appropriate for your use case. Out of all the models out there, what's a good place for you to start for simple prototyping? Here's a decision tree to help guide us. We'll walk through each of the branches. The first question is what kind of activity you're engaging in. Is there a right answer or ground truth that exists in your historical data that you want to model? You'll see later in BigQuery ML that you can just specify model type equal linear regression and BigQuery handles the rest for you. What didn't you see here that you may have heard of? There are many different types of models out there that you may not see on this chart. More complex models, like deep neural networks, decision trees, random forests, are also available for modeling. You'll even build a custom model using neural architecture search to build a deep neural network later in this course without using any code with AutoML. It's my recommendation that even if you know how to build advanced models, that you start with simpler ones first because they often train faster and give you an indication of whether or not ML is a viable solution for your problem. Here's a quick quiz to test your knowledge of different models to use different problems in your business. Let's say you want to predict the e-commerce sales figures for the next quarter. Which one of the following will you use? 1. Forecasting. 2. Classification. 3. Recommendation. 4. Unsupervised learning. Or 5. All of the above. Can you tell? The correct answer is 1. The forecasting method using a linear regression or other regression models. Now, let's look at another question. What model would you use if your problem was to predict whether a user will buy or not during a visit? The choices are 1. Forecasting, 2. Classification, 3. Recommendation, 4. Unsupervised learning, and finally 5. All of the above. What would your choice be? The correct answer is 2. Classification, since we are interested in finding the two categories or classes in which the response will fall under, to buy or not to buy. In addition, you might want to use a model such as logistic regression, which, even though it has the word regression in its name, is actually a classification algorithm. I hope this was helpful.